does New Mexico Highlands University stack up to the competition? Presentation by Tess Oliphant. The two schools I chose in this presentation were New Mexico Highlands University and California State University at Stanislaus. The reason I chose these two schools were because they're both Division II schools, relatively similar in size, and both were options when I chose a school last year. Now, how are these schools positioned? NMHU is positioned as a school with low tuition prices, small class sizes, and distance education classes. CSUS is positioned to have small class sizes and a private-like education. On the right-hand side are the Twitter biographies for each school. New Mexico Highlands calls itself New Mexico's best education value, and CSU Stanislaus describes itself as an exceptional public university that, because of its student-friendly size and commitment to excellence, is able to offer the benefits of a private education. Let's get into the marketing mix. When choosing a school, price is a huge part of the decision-making process for a student. The following figures represent a full-time, on-campus student taking between 12 and 18 units. Now, HU offers in-state tuition at a rate of $1,632. Out-of-state tuition is almost double that at $2,664. CSUS offers in-state tuition at $6,582 and out-of-state tuition at $11,046. As you can see, Highlands obviously offers a cheaper education than CSUS. When it comes to the product, both universities offer classes that will eventually result in a college degree. This is obviously desirable for any student that's looking for higher education. The place. Highlands is located in Las Vegas, New Mexico, a small town of almost 15,000 people. The university is comprised of about 4,000 students. CSUS is located in Turlock, California, a city of about 68,500 people, and a university comprised of about 8,600 students. Now, when it comes to the place of a school, a lot of times a bigger city is more desirable for students because there seems to be more to do. So generally that attracts more students to that school. And when we get into promotion, the main website is usually the first place that a future student is going to look. When you look at the Highlands website, it offers simple direction of where, if you know where you want to go. Since I'm familiar with the website, it's easy for me to navigate. But I remember as a student, the first time looking at the Highlands website, I struggled a little bit to find my way around. It doesn't provide very much background information about the school either. But there are good graphics and design that are aesthetically pleasing to the eye. Now, California State at Stanislaus is very first-timer friendly. The first time I navigated the page, it was very easy and gave me a lot of background on the school, and it showed a lot of pictures showcasing the school with the buildings and campus life and things like that. Also, it had good color scheme and design that made it easy and fun to look at the page. Facebook is a huge social network that a lot of students use. That's why it's so important for these schools to be actively using Facebook. Now, HU's Facebook page has a lot of different photos. It shows diversity with students, and then it has campus shots of the buildings, and they also update their statuses regularly, which is very convenient for students who are looking for career center tips or campus life, as in what's going on campus, barbecues going on, when a game is, scores of games, things like that. And that's what was really good about HU, is there was a lot of student participation on each status. You could tell that they were very helpful to students. Now on CSUS's page, there are multiple photo galleries that contain photos from different events, from campus, and student life. The problem is there were very few status updates from the college itself. When there were updates, there was a lot of positive student response, and student participation was high. There were many instances where students had posted on the wall of CSUS meaning that they were obviously interested in the university. Now on Twitter, the Twitters vary a little bit depending on the school. HU has almost daily tweets, which is convenient because they are easy to follow, and they have over 500 followers. Their tweets are usually the same as their Facebook statuses, which is kind of redundant if you're using both pages, but if not, it has very good updates and keeps people posted really well. Now, CSUS has very minimal tweets, probably about one a week, which is a little tough to get the word out and keep people informed, but they do have over 800 followers, which is pretty good for the size of their school. Now, when it comes to YouTube, these vary quite a bit. HU has multiple videos that promote the university in a positive way. There were student interviews, football team highlights, and homecoming promotion videos. This was really good to see the school showcased in a very positive way. Now, CSUS has very few videos that were uploaded by their university. But when I put CSUS into the search bar, I got a lot of negative videos about parking issues or crime at the university. So that kind of shed a negative light on the school, which was interesting to see. Now, the reason that I was choosing these two schools last semester was because of athletics. So I think this is a huge part of the marketing system. The athletics have different pages aside from the main website, and both of them are Division II schools. HU is in the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference, and CSUS is in the California Collegiate Athletic Association. Both schools offer many intercollegiate and club sports, but CSUS is in a very strong D2 conference with a lot of really good competitors. HU's conference is not as strong, but overall CSUS seems to have the most community support and the strongest records, and they're in the stronger conference of the two. So overall CSUS seems to be better at athletics. So back to the first question, how does NMHU stack up to CSUS? The pros are the reasons that I would choose NMHU over CSUS. One, there's cheaper education. There's more distance education classes. Class sizes are smaller, and they are very well connected with social media. The reasons I wouldn't: it's in a less desirable location, a smaller town, seemingly less community support for athletics, and not as prestigious or well known as CSUS. Not many people have heard of NMHU. But for me, the pros outweighed the cons, so I chose NMHU as my school because of their good marketing and because of all the pros that are listed here. Thanks for watching. Go Cowboys!